Have you ever taken the time to look at your ancestry? If you did, you will probably have discovered the myriad of cultures and nations that make up the branches of your family tree. That also applies to the other citizens in this fascinating nation of ours. The fact is that there are hundreds of nationalities that make up the United States today. That variety and mix of cultures makes us a richer nation socially and economically. It is the foundation on which we stand and benefit. There is no sense or sound reason why we should try and stop immigration. The fact is that immigration has always and always will be good for us. Throughout the 19th and 20th century, waves of immigrants have been welcomed and encouraged onto our shores. Our Statue of Liberty is perhaps the most potent symbol of freedom of opportunity that we have always afforded immigrants. Many of those were the poor and persecuted who wanted nothing more than to begin a life in a land of opportunity. To our credit, we have provided that opportunity. However, today, some people that same right was provided to them in sanctuary would rather not extend the arm of accepting them into our nation. They paint a picture of a once proud country closing doors to the borders and sending back thousands of immigrants whose work visas have expired. The fact is, we are in some ways victims of our own success. The very fact that our immigrant populations created so much wealth, cultural diversity, and that the social systems, the envy of the world, means that we are a magnet for those born into relative poverty. Human nature being what it is, those who are struggling through no fault of their own look to the high standards of life and the freedom that we enjoy. It is hardly surprising that many seek to come here to begin and live the life of their dreams. What is interesting is the fact that our success and lifestyle is based on the immigrants of the past. The very people we are seeking to exclude are the ones who can help in making our nation brighter and more prosperous. It is a sad reality that those who seek to stop and prevent further immigration send up a smoke of screen of lies and misinformation. They say that we are being flooded with dirt poor immigrants and illegal aliens who make up a tidal wave of poverty. This simply is not true. The truth is that the total number of immigrants, including illegal aliens, according to the Department of Immigration, is less now than it was in the peak years of the early 20th century. At that time, the U.S. population was less than half of what it is today. In straight percentage terms, the percentage of foreign-born nationals in the U.S. is around 8% of our total population. That figure is considerably less than many of the other developed countries around the world. There are other many glaring misunderstandings that feed into the hatred of those who stand against immigration. They say that immigrants drain our welfare payouts. The truth is, immigrants bring far more benefits than they take out of our economy. The net flow of income and jobs generated by immigrant populations far outweigh any benefits they claim. The vast majority of these immigrants are not only keen and willing to work, they are also prepared to do jobs that regular Americans just simply are not wanting or willing to do. The increased demand for goods and services from immigrant workers has even contributed to job development. Immigrants are just as likely to start their own business as native workers and thus help our economy grow and prosper. Some people paint a portrait of poorly educated immigrants. The proportion of immigrants with bachelor's and post-grad degrees, according to the Department of Education Services, is higher than those in our own native labor forces. Many of these new workers will go into science and engineering fields, where they contribute hugely not only to our wealth, but also to the resources and talent and expertise. Neither do they lack the desire to learn English. It is a fact that also immigrants, many of whom come from other countries with low healthcare standards, are often healthier than those of U.S. natives of similar age and sex. According to the CDC, the record for infant mortality and general health are better too. Both first and second immigrant children have been proven to do unusually well in school. Our society would not be unrecognizable without the contributions immigrant populations have brought. Try and imagine a world without pizza, jazz, opera, Chinatown, tacos, cinema, and many of our famous landmarks. The nation that is static and unwilling to embrace change in culture is one that will fast become sluggish, introverted, unproductive, and plain dull. Until the imbalance and misunderstandings are resolved, we should be willing to embrace the majority of immigrants and refugees for the positive contributions that they will surely bring. That is exactly the policy that has made our society the envy of the world. Above all, we should remember that our forefathers and forefathers were once the same people we now seek to turn away.